Hello, and welcome to Tavern Chat. So, it's this ongoing TSR saga. I'm stepping away briefly, kind of, but not quite, because Star Frontiers is one of the TMs that are currently pending. I know TSR is acting like they have it. They likely will. They don't yet. But it's interesting because in 2017, they filed, I say they, Evil had filed for the same trademark, Star Frontiers. So, in an article over at Purple Pawn, and why am I using Purple Pawn? Because Fred Hicks actually requested a clarification or correction in the article. And I found that to be interesting because, one, it means that Fred was very interested in this announcement, and two, the clarification is an interesting one. In early July, Evil Hat Productions filed to register a trademark for Star Frontiers, an abandoned trademark previously held by Wizards of the Coast as part of their purchase of TSR. Star Frontiers was published between 82 and 85. A remake of the setting with a different name was published in 2004 as part of the Wizards of the Coast D20 Modern Sourcebook, D20. Future. So, now, the trademark had been dead apparently since April 17th, 2004. Good time to lay low, right? Uh, so, what was the clarification? Please do a little more due diligence before reporting rumors as news. This is from Fred Hicks. Thanks for your feedback, Fred. The item that was newsworthy was your company filing to register a well-known role-playing game's abandoned trademark for a potential game and line of fiction. Our article provided context to this and the history of the trademark. As to the rumor you allude to, the Evil Hat version of Star Frontiers is rumored to have an entirely new setting. Line should have been vetted further. It's a rumor, right? You're not saying it's true. This is what we're hearing. I think if you label a rumor, I think it's fine. But it's interesting that Fred was like, don't say we're using a new setting. What? You can't use the old setting. You don't have the rights to it. Okay. Now, why is this interesting? Well, it's abandoned already. So why is it abandoned now? Well, let's go to the videotape. Evil Hat filed for the TM for Star Frontiers July 5th, 2017. Okay? We're going to, there's a whole process, all these steps. The important step is on the 1st of January 9th of 2018. So about a month, a year and a half, right, from the initial filing date. NOA emailed SOU required from applicant. Now, what does that mean? Go down to the bottom of the page that I have on the screen here, and it means a written notification from the USPTO that a specific mark has survived the opposition period. Following publication in the official gazette is called a Notice of Allowance, NOA, and has consequently been allowed for registration. It does not mean that the mark has been registered yet. Notices of allowance are only issued for applications that have been filed based on intent to use. The notice of allowance is important because the issue date of the notice of allowance establishes the due date for when an applicant is required to file a statement of use, SOU. After receiving the notice of allowance, the applicant must file a statement of use or request an extension of time to file a statement of use within 6 months of the issue date of notice. Otherwise, it will be abandoned. So, on the 9th of January, they were like, yep, because they published for the opposition in November. January, trademark office is like, hey, everything looks good. Give us your statement of use. And lo and behold, They gave them 7 months. 7 months later, abandonment. No use statement filed. Now, why would there be no use statement filed? You figure your cost for this whole endeavor is up front, right? You're going for a trademark, your cost is up front. If you've gone this far, your last step is your last step to get this trademark. Why do you not go through with it? Now, on to the next article. Getting too big for our hat. The game industry is hard work, even when you're living the dream. There isn't always a guarantee it will be a good dream. Today, we had some sad, but thankfully not dire, news to share with you. Now, when is this article from? From October of 2018. So, what happens? In the last few weeks, we did a financial review of the company, reviewing both the past performance of our product lines and our future financial cash flow projections. The results were unfortunately grim. The short version is we're publishing too many games that haven't performed well enough to continue at our current pace and volume. And then they talk about layoffs or people that are basically being asked to move on. Now, I asked around because the timing seems coincidental. And usually coincidental, there's something to it. So again, they talk about all these projects that they are going to continue with. Others are being put on hold. This one is abandoned, right? They abandoned the trademark, so they abandoned the project. They went through all that work to secure the trademark. They effectively knew they had the trademark. That last step they failed to complete. Why? So again, I asked around. Multiple sources told me that their belief, their understanding is that Wizards of the Coast threatened them with legal action, and just the threat of legal action costs money, and they abandoned the trademark. Interesting. So now, let's flash forward to 2020. New application entered in the system. So October 28th is when the new TSR LLC filed for this. And on the 22nd, they got their NOA emailed SOU required from applicants. So their statement of use. Now, again, they do not have the trademark yet, even though they've announced it. Technically, they don't have it. TSR does not have it. The last company that got this far with this exact trademark, just a few years ago, didn't go any further. Again, we don't know why. I know the rumors I heard, or I was told these were statements of fact, but I could find nothing online to back that up. Something else interesting. On that original trademark claim that was abandoned, there were updates on it. Apparently, the attorney assigned to it was updated. Now, I don't know if the update applies to the original attorney from Evil Hat, and they abandoned it. You'd think there wouldn't be an update on this, but apparently there was an update on the 9th on the original claim. I'm not a trademark attorney. I'm not an attorney at all. I just find that part interesting. I figured I'd mention it. You can find these at Justia for anybody who wants to look at it for themselves. If not, I'm sure I'll have screenshots or links to these available on the blog this weekend as we put together the complete dump list of all the screenshots and other unsorted links stuff for the current drama. I mean, whatever. Folks, I will be back tonight at 8 p.m. with my wife, Rich. We're going to be doing Gamers Health live, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully, we'll see you there. As always, I am not a medical professional. However, we are still in the world of COVID. I ask that you use your common sense to keep yourself, your family, your friends, your loved ones healthy and safe. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice. And knock on wood. I'll be back again later today. All right, folks. Laters.